Hi, my name is David P Shapiro. I'm the owner and managing partner of the law office of David P Shapiro, located in San Diego, California, where my firm helps good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime. This video, I want to talk to you about the different types of custody credits, basically how much time you would actually really need to serve if convicted of a DUI, if convicted of a DUI with injury, if convicted of gross vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated, if convicted of DUI murder. Well, let's start first with the most basic and the most common, right? In California, particularly in San Diego, if you're convicted of a first time, a second time, third time DUI, and you get probation and a misdemeanor, you may get no jail for the first one. Second time, you may do a couple of days. Third time, you're doing about 120-day to 1 year sentence, but you're serving that at halftime. So, you get a 120-day sentence, you're doing 60 days somewhere, maybe a little less if you get some early kick credits. But let's say 50% on misdemeanor jail sentences regarding DUIs. Now let's assume, right, you have 3 or more DUI priors and it's a felony now because you have so many priors within 10 years and you wind up getting a local sentence on a felony. Well, if you get probation, you're serving half time. You might get some kicks, but let's assume it's 50%. If you go to prison on a DUI because of the number of the priors, making it a felony, you're going to serve, on paper it says about half time. You'll probably do a little bit less than that, but it's neither a serious nor a violent felony, not a strike based on the number of DUI priors. Well, let's assume now someone was hurt. Let's assume someone was really hurt and it's a DUI causing great bodily injury. If you're convicted of a DUI causing great bodily injury, you're subjected obviously to more time in state prison. If you don't get probation, you have to go to state prison, like real prison, and it would be as a violent felon, and that affects your custody credits. Usually you will have to serve anywhere from about 2/3 to about 80 to 85%, changes seeming by the minute here in California, but let's assume anywhere from 67 to 80% that you would have to serve on a violent felony. So if you get a 6-year sentence on a DUI causing great bodily injury, you should expect to serve, anywhere between 4 to 4.5 years of actual time. Now let's assume if someone is killed and you're charged with gross vehicular manslaughter under Penal Code Section 191.5, and you're charged with gross vehicular manslaughter and someone's dead, someone lost their life, and you get a sentence of, 11 years. Well, you're serving that at halftime. You're like, wait a minute, someone lost their life. How are you serving less time, right? Why are you not serving 2/3 to 80 to 85%? And that's one of the real nuances of California law, is that it's not necessarily what the number is on paper. It's what it means you'll actually served. Is it a strike? Is it a serious felony? If so, certain custody credits apply. Certain prohibitions from getting custody credits apply. Is it a violent felony? If so, you're ineligible for certain things. You have to serve more of that sentence. And then you have this weird thing where if you get convicted of gross vehicular manslaughter, you're serving at a maximum of 50% credits, meaning you're not serving 67%. That's why it is so important, whether you have a misdemeanor DUI facing, DUI with murder, or somewhere in between, to make sure that you have a law firm by your side that knows these differences, that understands these differences, and could utilize them to your benefit. Maybe could craft a deal where the number looks higher on paper so people are satisfied with what that number is reported in the media, what that number looks like on paper, but you and your attorney knows what that really means you'll have to serve to get you home to your family sooner, to get you home hopefully to your job sooner, to get you home to the San Diego community sooner. So if you're facing a misdemeanor DUI all the way up to a felony DUI and you have questions, you definitely need answers, and you need answers from a firm that's been there, that's done that, that's represented people just like you at a very high level before. We are one of those very small handful of firms in San Diego, and we are just one phone call away at 619-295-3555, 619-295-3555. Again, David Shapiro, San Diego criminal lawyer.